him and Mitoma, and then we'll talk about this for the later couple of goals, in particular Danny Welbeck's one when Minte had been replaced by Adingra. The threat that those wingers bring, the Everton fullbacks were terrified, which is why Danny Welbeck on the second goal was able to just waltz down the middle for 10 minutes and just then calmly slot into the corner, because the defenders were just pushing out to the back, like, please don't pass it to those guys, please, please, please. And I'd say the first goal, even though the second and third goal had those similarities that we've talked about with this sort of Hurzeler style of play, I don't think the first was all that different, because instead of centrally just going and then taking the shot centrally, they chose to pass to the winger. But Mitoma ran and ran and ran down the middle, and because we had all the other players pushed out to the left and the right, that was what gave him all that space, and we just chose to then put the ball out to the right, and Minte would then cross it in. So it's like, pick your poison at that point for the defence.
The one that I've seen complained about by Everton fans on pretty much every piece of social media you can find, I've seen more of them thinking that it wasn't a red card than it was a penalty. Which is absolutely genuinely, I've seen that a lot more. Like, a lot of them are. I can understand why that penalty was overturned, but that red card was soft. I've never seen a more obvious last man challenge ever. If you
100%.
Are we all in agreement? Like, we're not.
Yeah, I mean, it's
not
like
Homer is.
No.
Mitoma's gone past him. Right, that's not up for debate. Mitoma's got goal side of it, and he's off. There is no universe where a 38-year-old or a 39-year-old Ashley Young is catching Mitoma. That's also not up for debate. There is no other covering defender. That's also not up for debate. And he's basically pulled the shirt off his back, which is also not up for debate. So those four things all together, if you've got a bingo card of these are the criteria for a last man red card, there's nothing else you're adding. Like, I cannot, taking the blue and white glasses off and looking at this objectively as possible, I cannot see any mitigating factors.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I've got nothing else to say. Yeah, it was a red card.
I don't know. He sort of pulls at him sort of slightly, and then Mitoma goes down. I don't want to say soft, because no, it is. That's the thing. That's what I was going to go on to say. It is the rules of the game. You can't take someone out when they're one-on-one, when they're about to go through one-on-one. So I completely get why it was a red card, but it felt a little bit soft, like a smidge, not totally. But it was a justified red card. Let's be frank.
Kind of get what you mean, in the sense that, like, there were, obviously that was on the left hand side where Mitoma was, and there were probably a couple of centre backs who maybe could have come over as well.
Yeah,
could have defended the moment. But I think when you do watch it back, like, a few times, he's kind of through. He's basically through. Like, anyone would say he's through.
That's the thing.
And it's a denial of a goal scoring, at least opportunity to score a goal. Like, whether he would have scored it, whether someone would have come across. It's one of those, like, you can't really argue with it once the refs give it.
No, exactly. Exactly. And also, I suppose that sort of just killed the game, right? Like, I think I was at 2-0, and they pretty much just then after that were screwed.